What is going on, guys? We're going to be talking about workout mastery, how to be able to maximize your results with your workouts, and how to incorporate them, implement them as a busy mom or a busy parent. So just let's dive right into it. Let me just pull up my little presentation here. Do, 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 do. All right. Make your full screen. All right. Should be able to see this now. So yeah, fitness solutions for busy moms. So welcome to a journey and fitness designed specifically for busy moms to explore effective strategies to prioritize your well-being while navigating the demands of a chaotic schedule. So let's get into it here. So effective workouts for a toned physique. So strength training is going to be number one. Because the thing is if you just do a bunch of cardio, you're just moving more, eating less. You're gonna get to that point where you're gonna become skinny fat, or like just where things aren't really tight. You don't see the definition. Everything's kind of loose and tight in all the wrong places. Like you need, if you want to be able to make all, just also functionality of like if you want to be able to carry your kid, and like clean your house at the same time, bring all the groceries in at the same time, making sure you're getting strength training is going to be super important, especially for functionality as you're getting older. But the thing is strength training builds muscle mass, boosts metabolism, and improves overall body composition, incorporating exercises like squats, lunges, push-ups, bench press, like depending on like the equipment that you have available. I would definitely recommend like prioritizing like weights, then resistance bands, then body weight. So you don't really like body weight's kind of like if you don't have anything available, like we can definitely send you a workout guide when it comes to like either or, but we'll dive a little bit further into that. High intensity interval training, HIIT workouts involving like alternating periods of intense bursts of activity with short rest intervals. This can help burn calories, improve overall cardiovascular fitness. But also what's great about high intensity interval training, when it comes to just like getting like toned up, it's going to help with you just burning a lot more calories, where you actually boost your metabolism up to 70% for the following 3 days when you do high intensity interval training. You don't want to be doing long cardio sessions. It's actually better to have a little bit of rest period in between. And then yoga and Pilates are great just for like just strengthening core muscles, improving flexibility, be able to get more range of motion with your workouts when you're doing strength training. And it's also just super important for like recovery and tightness. So that way you're able to grow those areas when you break down your muscle and rebuild it bigger and stronger and more toned and defined. All right, let's see here. There we go. Okay. Just gonna get this out of the way. So creating consistency with systems and planning. So building routines and habits around fitness is essential for achieving long-term success. Like planning and creating systems can make working out a natural part of your daily life, even with a busy schedule. So make sure you're setting realistic goals. Start with achievable goals that actually fit your lifestyle. So not going into it thinking you need to hit like a 60-minute workout or even 45-minute workout 5 days a week. Like if you have a crazy busy schedule, that might not be realistic. When you have like some extra shifts or stuff they have to do with your kids, you might not be able to hit that on a sustainable basis. You might be able to willpower your way to a point where you're able to do that for like maybe a month or two. But if you're able to like seeing yourself do that as a lifestyle, maybe might not be the most realistic thing for you. So even just going into it with like 15-minute workouts, 20-minute workouts, like getting some extra walks throughout the day and like getting some extra activity, like focusing on like what you're able to fit in on a consistent basis, then once you start to build more confidence and trust with yourself, then you can raise your standards. And also remember to set standards and then set goals. Like don't treat your goals as the standard where you're like, "Oh, I want to aim for 5 workouts this week and my minimum is 3." And you go into it where you hit 3 workouts and you're really down on yourself because you didn't hit 5 like you that like the goal was. The fact that you hit 3 and you showed up, that's a win. Like that's a realistic goal and standard going forward, especially if you're just initially diving into it. And scheduling workouts, like block out time in your schedule for exercise, treating it like any other important appointment, like making sure like it's dedicated, non-negotiable time. You can't pour from an empty cup. You want to have more energy. You want to have better brain function. You want to have more energy throughout the day. You want to have better sleep. I've had tons of clients where they go from being like having like this whole whirlwind of negative energy where like their kids don't even really want to be around them. They're on edge. They're just like, it's almost like when you're hangry, but like they're just like that all the time because they're not focusing on themselves. They're not prioritizing themselves. So like knowing that you're doing everybody a disservice by not doing this. So setting like boundaries around it, scheduling that time in there, communicating that with your kids, with your partner, with your friends. So that way they know that this is your time to make sure that you're showing up for yourself, even if it's 15 or 20 minutes. And remember, 20 minutes is 1% of your day. 10 minutes is 0.5% of your day. So if you can't get 10 minutes in, you probably just don't prioritize it. So making sure you have a system where you can schedule your time in and budget your time just like you do with money. Tracking your progress. So monitoring your workouts in progress to stay motivated and adjust as needed. So making sure that you're tracking your progress, like with your workout, seeing if you're getting stronger, seeing if like you're bringing extra intensity to it. So making sure that you're tracking that so you can get a better understanding of like, okay, like I actually feeling a little bit weaker. Like I need to make sure I push myself on my next workout. And also just seeing that you're continuing to grow and seeing the evidence. So not only just tracking your workouts, but also tracking like your measurements, your progress pictures, your weight, and like just like seeing how you're like mainly the progress pictures as well too, like seeing the composition change and preparing in advance. This one's a big one. Like it's designing your environment for success. So laying out like your workout clothes, like pack some snacks, like get like some pre-workout snacks, plan some meals ahead of time to streamline your routine. Like get like your favorite workout playlist, like get your gym shoes, like do everything that you possibly can ahead of time. I even have some clients where they put their car keys into their gym bag. So they have to like get the car keys out of their gym bag to be able to get into their car. So like it's an additional step of like making sure that they or not hyper focus, but at least like pay more attention to their equipment that they need to go to the gym with, which then creates a cue, which then transitions into creating more of a habit of going to the gym. Like sometimes you just need to have a visual cue that just reminds you that you need to go to the gym. And beating the logbook. So like this is also like a very important piece to like make sure that you're progressively overloading. So always with every workout, when you're tracking your progress, making sure you're beating the logbook. So always increasing the intensity a little bit every single time, like 1 minute longer for your high intensity interval training, one more rep, like 2.5 pounds added, like just like adding a little bit of weight to your exercises when you repeat it on a week-to-week basis. Like we did squats the previous week at like 10 reps at 50 pounds. Next week, do it at 11 pounds or 11 reps at 50 pounds. You're doing it at 52.5 pounds at 10 reps or 9 reps. And if you guys have any questions or anything you wanted to dive into, feel free to put it in the comment section. I'd also love to see like where you guys are from. I know we got people from the US and Canada, like wherever you're watching from. Just would love to see that. And if you're watching this as a recording, make sure to comment #replay as well. All right, so this is a great one for like just burning calories and making sure you're able to just like burn fat so you can see that toning and definition. So incorporating non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So what NEAT refers to is the calories burned through everyday activities outside of structured exercise. It's a crucial part of overall calorie expenditure. Even simple tasks like standing, fidgeting, walking around the house can contribute significantly to your overall daily intake. So like even just moving around more, like people that are just like moving their legs around or like fidgeting while they're watching TV have like ADHD, they actually burn more calories than the average person. So if you're able to incorporate movement of some kind with just regular things that you're doing throughout the day, like getting some extra walks in, like making sure like doing some like squats or something like that while you're watching TV at the same time, or even just like walking around your house while you're on the phone, like just like something as simple as that can make a huge difference. So incorporating it, so like taking walking breaks throughout the day, even if it's 5 or 10 minutes at a time. Fidget or pace while on phone calls. Do household chores like cleaning, laundry, or gardening. Bring some intensity to it. See how fast you can get it done. Be able to not only burn some extra calories, but you're also getting it done super quick. I actually clean my own house sometimes, and they call me a whirlwind Alex sometimes because I'm just freaking 10 places at once, cleaning everything as fast as possible. And then I get it done way quicker, burn some extra calories at the same time. Park a little bit further away from entrances to like get extra steps in, stand or pace while watching TV instead of just sitting, like take the stairs instead of the elevator whenever possible. Just like these simple things throughout the day can make such a huge difference when it comes to just like burning body fat and just being able to like get to a lower body fat percentage so you can see that toning and definition. By being mindful of increasing your everyday movement, you can burn a significant number of additional calories without dedicating extra time to the gym, incorporating neat strategies alongside your structured workouts for optimal results. Even like while you're in between sets, while you're doing while you're doing a workout, just walking around in circles can make a huge difference. And also just the fat burning power of walking. Like walking is a simple yet incredible, effective form of exercise for fat loss. It may seem too easy to be that impactful, but the research shows walking can be a powerful tool in your weight loss arsenal. Like studies have found that individuals who incorporate regular walking into their routine can burn an additional 200 to 300 calories per day. Over time, that can lead to significant fat loss without the need for intense workouts or major dietary changes. The beauty of walking is it's accessible. It's a low impact activity that people of all fitness levels can do. Like whether it's a brisk 30-minute walk during your lunch break or a leisurely stroll after dinner, like those steps quickly add up to meaningful calorie burn and fat loss. Like 10K steps a day, every day for a week will be 3,500 additional plus calories, which is 1 pound of fat. So just getting 10K steps a day in and just walking around your house and just like walking during your lunch break, walking while you're on phone calls, like you could literally just burn an additional pound of fat every week by just making sure you're actively or proactively doing that. So next time you're looking to shed some unwanted pounds, don't underestimate the power of walking, make it a habit and watch that fat melt away. So the importance of progressive overload. So gradually, like this is where I'm talking about with resistance training, strength training. If you want to build and like you want to build like your shoulders or your glutes, you want to be able to see toning and definition. Also, just boosting your metabolism and changing a body composition more effectively. You need to apply this when you're doing resistance training. So gradually increasing the intensity, like progressive overload means steadily increasing the demands of your workout to challenge your body and encourage growth. Muscle adaptation. So when you're consistently lift heavier weights or perform more reps, your muscles adapt and become stronger. And avoiding plateaus, like progressive overload prevents your body from reaching a plateau and helps you continue to see results. And listen to your body, like gradually increase the intensity or volume of your workouts and pay attention to how your body responds. Like having that mind to muscle connection, like making sure, obviously make sure you're not compensating, you're not using a bunch of momentum and doing it super quickly, like nice and controlled movements and but like make sure that you're bringing the intensity to it because a lot of people will go into workouts where they think that they're pushing their limits, and I've had clients where I ask them, I'm like, how many more reps do you think you could have got with that set? And they're like, oh, I could have done 4 or 5 more. And then I stand there and I watch them do it the next set. They did like an additional 15 more reps when they said they could have done 4 or 5. So like if that doesn't show you that a lot of you aren't pushing yourselves, you're not bringing that intensity to your workouts, you're not going to be able to sculpt the body that you want. You're not going to be able to see that toning, that definition, and like be able to grow those glutes or grow those shoulders or be able to like grow those abs. So then when you get to a lower body fat percentage, you can actually see your abs. Like you need to bring your intensity to all your workouts and always incrementally do 1% better every single workout. So high intensity interval training. So this one's a big one. It's like HIIT workouts alternate between short bursts of intense exercise and brief rest periods. This type of training maximizes calorie expenditure, boosting metabolism and improving overall cardiovascular fitness. HIIT can be incorporated into various exercises, including running, cycling, or body weight exercises. I personally love just going on a treadmill and just running for 30 seconds, walking for 30 seconds, running for 30 seconds, walking for 30 seconds. You can do that on a cycle as well too. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Or you can, if you're like insane and you want to do burpees at home, like absolutely do that. But who likes burpees? Let's be honest here. So here's actually like an example which actually has burpees in it. So burpees, 15 to 20 reps, repeat two to three times. And anybody that's watching this, you can just screenshot this. And if you just do this at home, this would be like a solid like 20 to 30 minute HIIT workout that you can do. Mountain climbers, jumping jacks, push-ups, squats, plank jacks, high knees. You can just YouTube all of these and they'll give you like a guide if you're not 100% sure how to do any of these. And they'll give you like proper form on that. This high intensity bodyweight circle will get your heart rate up and burn calories fast. Complete the full sequence 2 to 3 times for a challenging 20 to 30 minute HIIT workout. Make sure to rest 30 to 60 seconds between rounds as needed. Like don't be like trying to do it super quickly and do the whole thing consistently throughout. That defeats the purpose. Making sure you're taking 30 to 60 seconds so you can bring that intensity and give your body a little bit of time to recover. And then also like resistance training or resistance and strength training. So resistance and strength training are essential for building muscle mass, increasing strength, and improving overall fitness. So resistance training involves using weights, resistance bands, or body weight exercises to challenge your muscles. Strength training can help improve bone density, so like actually preventing injuries, and boost metabolism. It can also help you achieve a leaner and more toned physique. Like that's why resistance training is superior when it comes to toning. So like if you're not doing resistance training right now, like you should definitely be doing that because if you actually have more muscle, you burn more calories passively throughout the day, and your metabolism just works more effectively. So including stuff like squats, lunges, push-ups, rows, deadlifts, like start with a weight that is challenging but allows you to maintain proper form. So if you're not doing proper form, you're using a bunch of momentum, you're compensating with things, it's probably like too heavy, or like you need to make sure you get your form down first before you continue to like up the weight. Start with a lower weight, get the form down, and then up the weight afterwards. And then gradually increase the weight of the resistance as you get stronger throughout. So let's see here. So I got like a little one that I can expand right here. So 20 to 30 minute resistant band workout. So like this would be like a solid little resistance training workout that you can do with bands. I can actually send you our at-home workout accelerator. If you just put at home, or if you just put workouts in the comment section, I can actually just shoot that over to you. But this would, if you wanted to screenshot this would be like a solid resistance band workout that you could do at home. And then this would also be like a solid dumbbell workout as well too. Like these are more like kind of full body things. It's actually better to do a workout split where you hit specific muscle groups. We have a dumbbell guide, and then we also have resistance bands as well too. And you can actually put bands or dumbbells below, or just put workouts. And I can just shoot you a message. We even have stuff for body weight as well too. So yeah, comment workouts for our at-home workout accelerator for like dumbbells, bands, or for body weight. So overcoming chaotic schedule. So prioritize fitness, like make time in your workouts, even for just 15 or 20 minutes. Utilize downtime. So fit in short bursts of activity during breaks, like waiting for the kids or in the evening. If you're just waiting, just do some body weight squats, do some burpees, do some jumping jacks, burn some additional calories more throughout the day. Like that can actually make a big difference. And get support, like ask for like help from family or friends to watch your kids while you exercise. Like I know that like you don't want to put anybody out, but like you need to prioritize your own needs as well too. Like, you can't pour from an empty cup. If you want to be able to show up authentically 100% as the best partner or the best parent, you need to make sure that you're showing up for yourself. There's a reason that whenever a plane is crashing, they specifically say you need to put your mask on first before you put it on your kids. You need to show up for yourself. You're doing everybody around you a disservice by not showing up for yourself. And plan ahead. So preparing your workout clothes, equipment beforehand so you can get quickly started. Like finding time for fitness can be challenging for busy moms, but with a little planning and flexibility, you can create a sustainable routine that works for you. So even just for 15 or 20 minutes. So establishing boundaries and time management. So communicating your needs, like clearly explain your fitness goals and schedule limitations to family and friends so that they're fully aware of what you need to be doing, and schedule me time. So block out dedicated time for your workouts, just like any other important appointment. Like make sure you got that plugged in there on a reoccurring basis. Like if you have like a Google Calendar, 100% get a Google Calendar. And in the words of Jordan Peterson, if you don't have a schedule, get a damn schedule. Don't be just relying on your ability to remember to do things. I've had so many clients and moms that I've worked with where they think that they're super busy, but they just have 10 things or 20 things that they're thinking about. And if you actually put it into a schedule, they have a bunch of free time and blocks. It's almost like paralysis by analysis because you just have so many things up here. Having a schedule or a calendar is like brain dumping. You can actually remove all of those and remove all that additional energy and bandwidth when it comes to just remembering to do those things. And delegating tasks, like enlist help from family or friends with childcare, household chores to free up your time so you have additional time to do it. And remember, you can't tone without a calorie deficit. Like achieving a toned, sculpted physique requires more than just strength training. To see visible muscle definition, you must also be in a calorie deficit. This means burning more calories than you consume through a combination of healthy eating, regular exercise. I'd also recommend making sure like you're tracking your food, you're weighing your food. We have our nutrition success secrets training that we did where we talk a little bit more in depth with this. And then also making sure you're having like at least a gram of protein or 100 grams of protein is like a really good rule of thumb just to start off with, just to keep it simple. And then eventually you want to have 1 gram of protein per pound of goal body weight. So if you want to get down to 160 eventually, you should be having 160 grams of protein. It's also going to help you burn more calories. You're going to be more full, and it's going to help you with you getting stronger with your workouts. And without a calorie deficit, your muscles may remain hid under a layer of excess body fat. Focus on nutritious whole foods and aim for a moderate calorie deficit to reveal the hard work that you put in at the gym or with your workouts. And basically like a really good way to get a good amount of calories to be having on a regular basis is if you take your goal weight and then you times that by 12. And then I'll actually give you like a general estimation of where your calories are supposed to be at. So putting this all together. So you've learned strategies to overcome busy schedules, incorporate effective workouts, and develop sustainable habits. Now let's focus on the key steps to making your fitness journey a lasting success. So prioritizing your health. So set aside dedicated time for exercise. even if it's 15 or 20 minutes per day. And then find joy in movement. So discovering activities you genuinely enjoy, whether it's walking, strength training, HIIT workouts, CrossFit, cross country skiing. Establish consistent habits and systems. So create a routine that fits your lifestyle and stick to it, even on your busiest days. If you have bad systems, you're gonna have bad outputs. We actually had like an entire training where we talk about systems and the ways to implement a lot of the things that we talked about today. Like we talked about like the actions that you want to be taking, but it's the implementation and the consistency that people struggle with the most. And celebrate small wins. So recognize your progress and don't be too hard on yourself. Every step counts. Awesome. Awesome. Well, I think that was a great training. I would love to get any questions going as well too. Let's see here. You guys have any questions? You guys like want the workout guide? Just put in workouts below. I can shoot that over to you, like whether it's for like at home, dumbbell, or band workouts. I can also give you some recommendations for some bands that are super affordable and budget friendly that I can shoot over to you guys. But yeah, let's freaking crush those workouts and hope you guys have an awesome weekend.